What's up, guys? I thought today I would give you a review on a little project that I did. Now this here is a modified Game Boy Advance Sp. Now this one here has the Golden Great Wave Extreme Rate shell on it. Now these are really nice shells. They fit absolutely perfectly. I upgraded this one. This one was originally a red, metallic red Game Boy Advance Sp. As you can see, it looks so much nicer. Beautiful. But the shell wasn't the only upgrade that I did. I put a new battery in it, and I also put... that is a new screen. That is the high-speed IDO V5. It's a very nice screen. Very nice. Definitely a huge upgrade to the original AGS 001 screen. It was time, this old boy, it was time for an upgrade on this. Now, another thing that a few days ago, July 3rd, was my birthday. And my good buddy got me an EZFlash cart. Now, EZFlash cartridge. This has just about every game that ever came out for the Game Boy on it. I gotta fix that. That power button is a little goofy, but it does always power up. I probably have to take it off, desolder it, clean it, put it back on. But anyway, Easy Cart. It has now all the games were in all these folders that were in Japanese. I went ahead and sorted them all out by region titles and then by alphabetical order. So it's so much easier to go through and check to see what game is where. Say, for instance, you know what, we're just going to go to, see, here you go, you get F0, all your screens. Now, if you scroll right or left, it will take you through by each 10 selections. Again, they are all in order. It was way easier to put them all in alphabetical order than whatever number order they decided to put this on. But the EZFlash cartridge, it's honestly, it's really nice. Let's get to the game that I really want to show you guys. This is an old hidden gem that a lot of people they sleep on. Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban. This game right here, this game was actually pretty awesome. Now, I push A, clean boot with add-on. What I do is I just do a clean boot. And there we have it. It boots up. As long as it's a .gba file, it will boot up like a regular game. Honestly, it's an all-in-one. This here is the all-in-one solution to retro gaming for the Game Boy Advance. The EZFlash cartridge with a modified Game Boy Advance, you can't beat it. I mean, it runs like the old hardware because it is the old hardware. Push start. We're going to load the game because I've actually already started a file. Now this game is, I think it's phenomenal. For what it is, like it's absolutely phenomenal. It is a turn-based RPG. Sorry, guys. It is a turn-based RPG. That's what makes it so fun. And it's not like just a thrown-together RPG. It is actually well thought through. Right now, I have to go down. I'm going to try and get into a battle here for you guys. The high-speed IDO is a really nice screen. It's a drop-in screen. It there's, you know, there's only one solder point that you have to put on if you do. I chose not to. That solder point for that wire was to make this light work. I found no reason for it because you can't beat an LCD screen, or an IPS screen, sorry, for what it is. It's more power consuming, so you get less time out of it, but it still does very nicely. Most of the times I only play at home, so I'm either on the cord or, you know, just putzing around here. But here, I'm going to show you. You tap here, and you see how the brightness changes? Now, if you push and hold, what it will do is it will cycle through. You see how it gave you the pixel lines? If you push and hold, it will change it to vertical lines, horizontal lines. I don't like any lines. I like a nice, crisp, clean display. Now, there is a way you can change through color modes. I don't want to deal with that. It's without the button here soldered in, it's more of a pain in the butt to do so. But what we got here is you can flip through her characters, through Hermione, Loomis. Oh, this wasn't open before. Their stairs are broken, but you can switch through. You know what? This game here, like I said, it's a hidden gem. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's different from all the other Harry Potter games. Now, they did have turn-based RPG games. I think Chamber of Secrets for Game Boy Color was a turn-based RPG. And I had that, and I had this. So I was very versed in this RPG style. But you have battles, you can level up. It's all the same. But honestly, it's a really fun game. Now, to save, we have to hit save game. And we would save as we normally do. Okay. And then the only way that I found to go back to the main menu is you just gotta shut it down. And then turn it back on. But this is very important. If, say, you have a file. Oh, I went too fast. But I did push A. What you want to do is when that comes up, it asks you if you wanted to save the last save file, which was Harry Potter, which I did. And what that does is that saves it. It saves the save state, so that way you go back and you don't lose any progress. If you push cancel or no, it will take you back to the last save point that you ever had. Honestly, there's probably a way to change it, but just keep that in mind if you're buying this cart. But what we'll do is we'll get back here into this game. Okay, to show you what I meant about the save state is, again, we're going to push start. Now see if you have a new save state. If you have a new save, you'll load game. And now we should be right where we left off. Yes, we are. Now, look, here's a battle. Let's get into this battle here. See, you can now see it. You have to use the Informus spell, and it will show you all the stats of the enemy. It'll show you the weaknesses, so on and so forth. This, I guess she does lectures, which I don't know how that helps. I guess that raises your stat points. And then she has different spells from Harry. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do an Incendio spell here. Again, another Incendio spell. You know, your typical turn-based RPG. Nothing special. But definitely fun. And as you go through, things get harder. You know, bigger enemies, so on and so forth. It does play somewhat similar to the actual storyline of the movie. It's been a long time, but really good classic, if you ask me. Really fun. Just your normal top-down RPG. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to save again. Okay. And shut it off. Turn her back on. Yeah, it's nice, crisp, clear. I know my camera's picking up all those little lines that, you know, you see on a screen, but it is absolutely clear. Like right now, you see how it is right now? That's what you see. Absolute beauty. Okay, it says save. Save? Yes, you do. Hit A to OK. Again, if you hit B to cancel, it will cancel out that save, and you start back from your last save point, if you ever saved at all. Okay. But this guy here is your answer all to any game you ever want to play. It's absolutely phenomenal. Look, here's all the stuff. Here's European releases, so on and so forth. Now, a lot of these are all US releases as well. A lot of them are. Now, here's one. Here's another amazing title. I don't know. Images. Yeah, these do have images. Check this out. But I'll get back to that. But if you want to see the images, you hit select, and it will actually show you the title screen for each game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If it has it. Like that one doesn't have it, but that one does for whatever. Oh, that's a save file for it. Legend of Zelda. This brings me back to all the amazing classics. The ones that I haven't played, the ones that I, you know, played as a kid. This is just, like I said, this is just phenomenal to have it all right here. Now, if you hit select, it will take that away so you can see it. The one that I wanted to see, Warrior Land 4. I think that's not in the US file, but anyway, I will probably drag and drop that into the US file. That's not what I wanted to show you. I don't know. Okay, this is... The ones that I have sorted are I only have about 400 titles. About 500 titles. About 500 and some titles saved to... or sorted out for Japan release so far. Anyway, getting off topic here. Where's it at? Oh, it's going to be way down here. Hold on. Klonoa. I actually wanted to give those ones a try. Klonoa. But where are they? I know they're here because I just seen them earlier. There. These guys right here. Mother 1 and 2 and Mother 3 Earth Adventure. Mother 2 was called Earthbound here in the US. But Mother 1 and 2 and then 3, I don't know if these are English translations. I'm going to assume they are not. Let's get into it and find out, huh? They are not English translations. I can already tell. But that's okay. Because I'm not worried about that. And I'll show you why. Is it? Hold on. Maybe they are English translated. No, they're not. They're not. That's fine. Because what I'm going to do, we're going to set this guy down. Yeah, look at that beauty. That's a nice... That's nice. Really nice gold. We're going to set that down. Let you look at that marble there for a second. Because what I got here is a collection from a friend of mine. He gathered all these games for me for my birthday. And look what we got here. Mother 1 and 2 and 3. Metroid. All the great titles. Physical copies. Now some of these are repros, and I do not care. I do not care if they're repros as long as they play well, and they have because I've tested them. Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Link to the Past. 4 Swords. It's all here. Now, what's nice, I actually got into this one. These are repros of these, and I do not, like I said, I do not care because this particular version is actually English translated. How cool is that? You can't beat that, man. I did start getting into this one. But man, is this old Famicom days, NES days. It's, you know, it's actually amazing that this never came back over. Or this never came to the US. This was only a Japanese release. But thanks to technology, we can play things like this. This is great. I am eventually going to play this. I want to see how it plays out. If I can actually sit down and have the attention span. Look at us. The lamp attacks you. First go around. The lamp attacks you. Suddenly attacked. So we have to fight the lamp. Yeah, sound does work. I did not do any more mods other than a screen mod and a shell mod. Yeah, I know, very vanilla. But I felt no need to. So this is basically a combined review of the Extreme Rate, shell, high-speed IDO screen, and a few games. The very well slept on Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and showing you a little bit of Mother 2. Or no, I'm sorry, this is Mother 1. But, yeah, things start going wonky here. I'm not going to get into it. Location not on the map. I can't save it all. Yeah. So, there's that. What a beauty of a collection. This is, like I said, there are repros in here. For all you purists out there, boo-hoo. I don't care. This, just having physical copies of games is just, it's nice. It is. It's really nice. Like, especially like these two here, and you know, English translated copies. That's nice. Though, okay. Another thing is the way you can tell this. Okay, this is a real one. Let's look at these side by side. This one here is a real one. Now, if you look at this really closely, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I turn my light on here. Do you see how the letters are raised? That's a genuine copy. Okay. Now, this is a repro. See how much more raised this one is? These shells are a little... They're not as refined. Now, people say, oh, well, don't run them. They'll scratch your console, blah, blah, blah. I ran this one. This one ran fine. It didn't show any scratches on the console. I don't care. I have another way of playing, and that's the easy cart. You know? Whoopee. So, I don't have to play these if I don't want to. Repros, they don't matter to me. They really don't. That's a repro. That's an original. Original. This is a repro. This one here is an original. Let's see here. Metroid 1 and 2, Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission are repros, I believe. Mystery Dungeon is not. Neither is F-Zero. Yoshi's Island is a repro, but Bam Star X is not. Now, these are nice cases. That's another thing. These are nice cases. These are eBay specials. They are, I think, about 30 bucks a piece. But yeah. And then he also got me another set. Now, a lot of these are. Everything on this side is actually original. Yes. They are all original. The Beyblade ones are original, because why the hell would anybody want to repro that? Sonic Advance 1 is a repro. Advance 2, that's my original copy. But he did get me a second copy, which is a repro. But this here's my original copy. Original copy. This is my second. These are fantastic games. The Sonic games. That's original. We have, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Dungeon Dice Monsters. Again, amazing. All you can ask for collection. I have that. I have that. These two here. Those. That's one hell of a birthday gift right there. These two collections with the Easy Cart. You can't get any better than that. Literally every Game Boy game, every Game Boy Advance game in the palm of your hand. That's fabulous. This is the way to game. If you're retro gaming in 2026, I hit save on that. So hopefully that'll actually save me where I'm at. Don't know what it will do. But you can't beat it. Everything you want in the palm of your hand. Let me turn this off. All the glare. Yeah. I have tried some of the Game Boy video files, and they do not want to play. So I'm going to have to figure out. Like, all this will not play for whatever reason. I don't know whether it can't handle it or what's going on. But yeah, there's all the 2-in-1 copies. Game Shark. Oh, there's my favorites right here. These are my all-time favorites. Golden Sun 1 and 2. You can't beat that. Oh, you can, but why would you want to? I have the physical cartridges of both of these games, and they are phenomenal. This is a new file. This would take forever. I'm not going to get into this. There's a lot of dialogue in Golden Sun. A lot of dialogue. That's the only thing, that's RPGs in a nutshell. A lot of dialogue. But there's a lot of action, a lot of play in this, a lot of ways you can play Golden Sun 1 and 2, The Lost Age. Fantastic set of games. Absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite all-time RPGs. Wish there was a quick fast forward through all this. Golden Sun. I won't do playthroughs of these games. Like, I won't do full-on playthroughs because because these are just too long and everybody's already covered this stuff. So I'm not going to bother with another playthrough when somebody's already covered it all. Thanks, Boulder. Can't go that way. But what I am going to do, I'm going to save this right here. Okay, shut that off. Hit save. Now this, I don't know what all this stuff is here. This is all settings, so on and so forth. Now here's something here, save state. I don't think I want to mess with that. Yeah, I don't know. If I actually messed through this, I would probably be able to see what I would have to do to change it. But I don't want to get into it. Yeah, you can change a time, you can change a date, all this. This does have memory. This does hold memory, obviously. But whenever it does do a save state, it saves it to the actual cartridge. I'm going to shut this off here and show you. Now you can add and you can delete on these cartridges. The Flash Easy Cart, you can pull this out. This is a 32 gig card. And yeah, you can add it. This particular one, I don't know if it came with it, but I got this with mine. It is a micro USB adapter, and it goes into the computer like so, and that's how I was able to drag and drop, sort files, rename files to my liking. And then when you're done, set this back in here like so, slide it in, and you're ready to play. There's the battery for memory saves, and yeah, I tell you what, man, for what it is, it does its job. It does its job nicely. Like I said, all you can ask for in the palm of your hand, right there, the whole GBA collection. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. This is my review of my modded GBA and games and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's a little lengthy. I just wanted to show you a few titles, show you how the Easy Cart worked, and then, you know, give you a rundown on it. For anybody who wants to game in 2026 on a Game Boy Advance, this is the way to go. A modded Game Boy Advance is fantastic. Like, you can't beat the new screen quality. It just looks so much nicer. It's so much brighter. It's the cat's meow, man. So, that's all I got for you. You guys have a good night.